Alright guys, I'm back for another video. In the last video, we made it where we can destroy, or we made it where the asteroid pieces will teleport from one side to the other. So the game doesn't get away from you. The asteroids don't get so far away that you can't, find them, and they stay on the screen for the player to deal with. Now, we are going to need a way to put more asteroids into the game, because once you defeat all of the little asteroid pieces, the game is going to be over and you're going to be basically stuck with nothing to do again. So what we're going to need is we're going to need something that puts more asteroids into the game. So I'm going to show you what I used for that. If I play the game that I've made, you'll see that I have these little ports here that load asteroids into the game. They open up, and then the asteroid piece floats out, and then you have something to shoot and break apart and continue, and it gives you a sense of gameplay. So the game's not just like over as soon as you destroy all the asteroids. You can have more asteroids. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one of those asteroid ports, or I called it the Ejector. So if you will travel to pixel art, and the size of a canvas that I used was 99 by 99. So let's see, 99 by 99 right there. Width and height. And I just spent my time, I don't know, just working on drawing this. So for the animation that I did, I made the doors slowly move apart. So what I did was I drew I drew this first part right here, just like that. Now let me duplicate this frame for you. So I have that door, and how I made it look like it was opening was I zoomed in and I erased the outside edges and I kind of moved it around. So like I delete it like this. All the way around. And then I moved everything over. I'm going to show you if I can get this to work just right again. So you like delete all that. Oops, I still got a couple more to delete right here. And then you can move the layer, or move that whole piece. I think on the first one I ended up moving doesn't want to do it. I think on the first one I ended up moving it a couple, or maybe I moved the whole thing 2 at a time. But there you go. That gives you a general idea. So like I cut that section and I shifted it up. Then I would do the same for this next section. So I'd grab this next section, shift it up, and then I'd grab this next section. I don't think I got it all. Shift it up. And I just repeat that whole process. Now, you can also do this with layers. I've been experimenting with layers lately, and boy, does it save you some real time. So if you drew the outside ring, of this as one layer, and then, let's see if I can do this. Opening background. Oh yeah, that was for me to check. But if you drew the doors as one layer and the ring as another layer, then you can move them more easily. Let's do that right quick. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's just erase. Let's erase this right quick. So I'm going to erase this gizmo here. I think I just ruined. Okay. Alright, so I have this thing. I'm going to go ahead and erase it. And I'll go ahead and can I delete this one? No. Okay. Alright, so I have one layer. There's my first layer. And if I wanted to draw another object, let's say I want to draw an object. So I'm going to draw the ring first. So I would do like this. Then maybe I would do a smaller inside ring. Like that. Okay. Then I could fill this with a color. Probably not black because space is black. Okay. So there's my exterior ring, right? So I would come over here to this side, and where it says opening, I would rename this. Yours probably says background or something. So I would just say ring. Now I have a ring for my the edge. And if you hit this button right here, it says add layer. You'll see that it gives you a whole nother layer to work with. And I'm going to draw a little bit on this layer. And I'm going to call this one, I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call it doors, like that. Now I will start to draw the doors on the door one. So whichever one you're selected on, that's the one you're actually drawing on. So I'm clicked on doors right here. And I'm just going to draw some doors. Let me change that to black. I'm going to draw a set of doors, kind of like what you saw on that other one. And I'm gonna go kind of quick with this, so I'm not going to take my time because I kind of just I see what happened there. Okay, so when I tried to fill that, it doesn't actually use the inside of the ring because I'm on the doors section. So I need to fill this in with the paintbrush or something. Or this. Let's do it like this. So there. Okay. And I probably could have used that to go faster. Alright, so I'm just trying to finish up this part here. You know, it would probably be smarter if I just used the line tool. Alrighty then. Just a couple more here. Okay. Almost got it. Okay, so there's my doors. And right now, the doors are on top of that ring. If I wanted to put them below the ring, I can switch the order of these two. So like if I push down, it'll move that down. And you can see now the ring that I drew in the first place is on top. Okay. So if I wanted to move this door, what I could do is I could grab the door layer, grab the select tool, and then I could select this quarter of it, and I could shift it back like that. And then I could do the same for this next section. Shift it like so. And then I could do this again. Grab this here, shift it. And then shift it one more time. Now obviously that ring right there. So the first frame would have been this frame, right? So you would have come down here, you would have copied this frame. Now I'd have two. And then you would do what we just did. But hopefully you can see how I did it. So I grab that and I'm pulling that frame. Now if I pull too far, it's going to come out the back side. But you can deal with that by just like erasing it or whatever, you know. Okay, so there's that. And then this one. And then this one. And if I was going to fix this, which I would, or I'm going to, I would make sure I'm on the door, and I would draw a black line there and there. Okay, so you can see that the door is starting to open in this case right there, just like that. And then you would just copy this frame again, and you would repeat the same. Oops, did I not draw that line on that one? Looks like I didn't. Oof. So I'm just going to draw this line because that's going to drive me crazy bonkers. Okay. And that actually looks like it needs to shift down one. Okay. Alright, so what I would do is I would just repeat the process. So it goes from this one to this one. Then on this one, I just need to move it again. So I would just grab this one, move it down a little, move it down a little, move it. And of course, you're going to want to take your time to make sure they move at the same rate. Now, once the door starts coming out the back side, just grab your eraser tool and erase. So now you can't see it coming out the back side of it again. Just like that. And then you would just keep doing that. So it starts closed, slowly starts opening, and then you keep going. So you can see how I did that with mine, just like this. So the door looks like it's open. And then once you get to right there, you're pretty much done. You just need to have it open. I was playing around with making the asteroid look like it was appearing back through the center, which was really fun, but don't do that because I found a better way to put it in with Godot. You just take your asteroid, and I'll show you how to do that. So just do from the closed position all the way to the open position. That's it. Whenever you go to save this, what you will do is you'll just go save it as a pixel, obviously, because you always want to save your work as a pixel so you can come back and make changes later. But to download it, you're going to go File, Download, and then click All Frames. That's all you have to do is click All Frames. It'll say Layer. If you wanted to just download one layer, so let's say like you wanted just the door, then you could click this and then download that. Or if you wanted just the ring, or vice versa, whatever. Does it look like? It looks like I have it backwards. Oh no, that's right. You could just download whichever one you wanted. Also, you can merge the layers and put them together. You'll have to just play around with it. There's so much stuff to do there. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Go ahead and finish up your ejector. This is what this is what I'm calling it. And then you'll be able to add more. We'll program this and make it where it adds more asteroids into the game for us. All right, have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video.